But the reason why you are able to do it, even though it may be seemingly difficult for a natural man to give $1 billion, you get it, is because through your spiritual eyes you see through the source.
And not only that,
yes,
I see where I have come from.
Yes.
You asked me about being homeless.
Yes.
I have been homeless.
And you know that he has provided.
You get? I have left that. I have been, I couldn't rap.
Yeah.
I was the most nominated African musician for the Kora Awards, which is the Grammy of Kenya at the time, on the continent. That girl who couldn't rap had more nominations than P Square.
Yes.
I opened up a channel. I made millions. All of these things I didn't do.
Yeah.
There's a power in looking back. Back gives you the hope that he can do it again.
You see his footprint in your life. Yes.
I'm like, if he has allowed me to, I can imagine Joseph in the prison. Hey, he must have been just like, he could have been in two places. He could have been crying, why me, oh, why me, oh, why me? Or he could have been like, I was in the pit. And in the pit, this guy put me to head Potiphar's house. If that is the God who can remove me from the pit to Potiphar's house, let me enjoy this thing. And the last time I was in a prison per se, let me tell you, actually not even the last time, even now, and now I can't completely disclose it, but I'm in a bound place that I can't get out without God.
Yeah.
But I promise you, I am enjoying it to the core, because I know.
Yeah.
So now, as we're doing this interview,
yes,
there is a place where there's something in my life that I am trusting God for. And he has spoken and he has shown me. And I've done what I can do in faith. You get? Now, I can't do anything else with the strength and the knowledge and the wisdom that I have to get myself out of this position.
Yeah.
But I am enjoying it so much and taking notes, so that the day that I am out and you ask me, I will say, go watch this video.
Yeah.
Remember that day when I was saying,
yes,
this is where I was.
Yes.
But look at how sure I was, even at that time. 5 years, still there.
Yeah.
5 years, still there.
Yeah.
That I am going to leave this place.
Wow.
So I don't want people to think that I have. If I say it, people will just be like, what? But it's not the time. There's a time for everything.
Yeah.
But the day I chomoka this thing, wow. That testimony.
Yeah.
And now it doesn't hurt me.
Yeah.
Now I am in it to get that. It's like when I was homeless.
Yes.
Then I was hurting.
Yes.
But then now I can talk about homelessness with understanding of people homeless. You get? I remember the first time I was a musician on a plane going across this continent to rap. I was crying because I'm like, Yani, God has done this. He's done this. So now I cry, but I also enjoy
the process,
the prison, because the palace is coming.
Wow. So Esther, as we wrap up, I want you to think of the brokest person who may be listening to this. What would you tell such a person as your parting shot? If you look into that camera.
Wow. Firstly, I'm sorry. I know how that thing feels. In fact, even as you've said it, I've been reminded. You know, there's broke where you haven't eaten.
Yeah.
I know. I was the same kgs for years. I know what it is to be hungry. I mean, I even went to steal in Uchumi. I'll never forget. To steal chevra. And the guy looked at me and he said, look at you.
Shoplift.
How can you be stealing?
Yes.
You don't look like you belong here.
Yes. What
are you doing? But I was hungry.
Yes.
When I see guys begging for food, I understand the level of poverty that has allowed them to get there. So I speak about it from understanding hunger, not showering I don't know in how long, and not seeing tomorrow. I even understand people who used to go to Uhuru Park and sleep. You sleep to disappear the reality. It's not easy, let me tell you. And I say, I was not gotten out of there by anything else but by God.
Yeah.
I don't have a 10-step process, or do this, or I do not. I do not know how long you're going to be there. I do not. But the only thing that I can point you to is, let me make this very clear. Jesus' Father. And through Jesus, he also becomes your Father. So the only thing that I can point you to is your Father who wants to be your Father, or who is your Father, because this happens to both Christians and non-Christians, or both believers of Christ and non-believers of Christ. I have no other example to give you. He alone is the one who can walk you or sustain you in this thing. You get? Right now I'm in it, but I'm being sustained by him. He alone is the true source in time. One of the things me and you Pius used to say it, one of the things we held on to was, it is time. There's no other thing, there's no other explanation. I really wish I could give you more. Actually, I don't wish I could give you more. I'm so happy I can only give you this. There's no other answer. There's the truth, the life, the way. But if he can give you hope, because how do you have hope when you haven't seen the ram?
Yeah.
How do you have hope when you're in the fire? How do you have hope when you're about to be thrown into the lions? How do you have hope when you have debt collectors coming to you? How do you have hope when your kids have been kicked out of school?
Yeah.
When you've been fired? When USAID has kicked you out? When you are sick and you can't work? Disability? Whatever situation it is, you need hope to just enable you to have daily bread. And that hope is the one who starts in the beginning of that prayer. Our Father. I don't have more than that.
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you, Esther. This has completely taken a tangent that I did not know this is where we would end. But this is the true spirit of Unbound Channel. And the Unbound Channel is about challenging the beliefs that we've been cultured to embrace and to dictate our lives, and challenging them with the truths of God. Because once you know the truth, you are liberated. So thank you, Esther, and you are a true example of what it means to live unbound. And to be wealthy, again, what is very clear is not about the money that is in our wallet or in our bank accounts or the kind of assets or portfolios that we hold. It is everything about knowing the truth and being aligned with God as your source, because he is unlimited. And wealth or true financial freedom is really freedom. Do you have the liberty to do what you need to do today and not tomorrow? If you want to travel, can you get onto a plane and travel? And money stops being your limitation. When money is your limitation, then we need to look at what are the truths, what are the beliefs that have been guiding us. So,
can I add something here?
Yes.
I want to speak to somebody watching. Right now, when I joined YouTube, there were 4 YouTube channels in the whole of the region like this, where that constantly focused on content.
Yeah.
right now, probably 4 are being opened every second.
Yes.
I want to say that this channel, Unbound,
Yeah.
in a space where there is so much content
Yeah.
and so much information,
Yes.
indoctrination.
Yes.
Indoctrination is information that you watch.
Yeah.
Cleaning the airwaves started because we were aware, I was aware that what I watch shapes how I think.
Yeah.
Giggle, garbage in, garbage out, people, positive in, positive out.
Mm.
I want to say that this channel is probably one of the most important channels on the globe.
Wow.
I don't say that lightly.
Yeah.
I say that with an understanding that the globe is shifting
Yes.
and things that have been spoken about are coming to pass.
Yes.
In that time, you're going to need a place of. I am head of AI integration at one of the investment companies in this country. And AI alone, the amount of disruption, deep fake, and fake content that it is creating, people are going to be searching desperately for truth. It is going to be so crazy. Already, your channel has already been cloned by somebody.
Yes.
You get many.
Many.
You get already people are taking content
Yes.
from my platform and acting like it's theirs.
Yes.
You're going to need an authentic source of truth
Yes.
to come and check yourself to.
Yes.
If you're looking for a YouTube platform
Yes.
that will prepare you mentally to where it is that the world is headed, you are on it.
Yeah.
That subscribe button is not, it is for your own preparation
Yeah.
for the transition of where we are headed towards the world.
Yeah.
And it is an honor and privilege to be here. I am aware of what it is that you are, the body of truth
Yes.
that you have been allowed to curate for those who will listen. And it
Yeah.
is a privilege and honor
Yeah.
to be part of it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Esther. Wow. When Esther says, the digital prophet says that about your channel, you know that God is doing something. And I'm very humbled that we even stumbled on a God idea. That I believe, strongly believe, the first convert is myself. I'm the first person who must be unbound, truly unbound. And I am changing, and today's conversation has completely messed me up, and I hope it has messed all of you up. And I want to speak to all the Christians out there. I want to say something. Poverty is not humility. Poverty is humiliation. We've been wrongly indoctrinated that as poor as a church mouse, that for you to show that you love God, you've got to be lacking, you've got to show struggles in life, that you cannot love God and be prosperous. That is being bound. Poverty, again, is not humility. It's not humility, it is humiliation. And I know that very well because I have tasted poverty. I know what it means not to have water coming through the taps. I know what it means to go and fetch water from public toilets and see people doing their business while you fetch water that will cook and do all the things that you do in the house as a young person. That was not humility. That was humiliation. And I want to say this. What we need is truth. Because the Bible says the truth shall set us free. Meaning the truth shall unbound us from what the world has cultured us to believe, which is what this channel is all about. Breaking barriers, breaking limits, breaking myths, breaking all those things that you are told in economics class, that money is scarce. That you were told when you were growing up, money does not grow up in trees. So many of us we believe that money must earn in a painful fashion. That the more we sweat, the more we sell our soul, the more we can earn. But even when we have all these resources, we end up still being poor because the truth is not here. So if you are broke, what you need is not really money. What you really need is a mindset change. And once your mind shifts, you start getting godly ideas, divine ideas. Like this channel is a divine idea. The rest takes a supernatural platform where God becomes your source, where God is the one who drives everything. We don't care if we have 1 subscriber. If that is the only unbound person, that's okay. Because we are here out of obedience. We don't care if it is about views. Even if it is 1 view, but that view is unbound, then this channel is worth existing. So I want to encourage you to go over this video over and over and over until your mind starts shifting, until you start thinking, you start rewiring that you're not rich because of the money in your bank. You're not rich because of the portfolio you have with whatever company, but you're first wealthy because you are aligned with a very unlimited source, which is God. And if your money takes you away from God, it is not worth having it. So I want to say, be unbound. Shalom.